Deep felt condolences on the passing of South African music legend and one of the pioneers of Kwaito music, Mduduzi Tshabalala, popularly known as Mandoza. Mandoza passed away today after a long battle with cancer, which had reportedly spread to his brain, leading him to lose his sight. He appeared on stage recently for the last time at Orlando Stadium in Soweto, where he performed at the SABC Thank You Concert in honor of 90% local music content on all radio stations under the public broadcaster. He met with the SABC COO Hlaudi Motsoeneng yesterday. In a statement, the president says South Africa has lost one of its pioneers whose music appealed to a cross-section of people, young and old. The president extended his deepest condolences to his wife Mpho, his family and hordes of fans.
I'm feeling more fire now.
The passing of a legend. The maestro was diagnosed with brain tumor. A frayed-looking Mandoza appeared at an SABC concert just last week. At the time, Mandoza spoke about his illness.
Here to tell you, I'm still alive. I'm still gonna rock you. Le cancer yahlanya. Le cancer yahlanya. Let us speak life only. Azange is busy ngenkalakatha uNkulunkulu okubiza ngenkalakatha. So konke sikubeka kumdali uyophethe impilo zethu.
He said, I'm going to perform and prove to the people that they said I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'll die on stage. I'll die singing. And I was born to do this. And no sickness, no death will stop Mandoza until my last day.
Fellow artist Mzwake Mbuli says the musician's death was difficult to come to terms with.
Would have this opportunity like Miriam Makeba to die on stage. He performed for the South Africans. He proved them correctly so that he was alive and prepared to perform. His send-off, his farewell, was last week Saturday.
Arrangements have not been finalized at this stage. Family is in mourning.
It's all right.
And he would always tell me, ever since in primary, I would always tell him, Daddy, I would like to go to a boarding school. And first thing he would say is, no. I never got a chance to spend time with my dad. So I'm willing to take that chance with you and the other two. So when I'm gone one day, that's what he said to me. I need you to be strong.
I'm severely touched by my brother's departure. I don't think it was his time, and it was hard for me even to come here when his manager asked me. I've been with this man for a long time. He's like my brother to me.
Mandoza was born in Zola South in Soweto. He was raised by his mother and his grandparents. The album in Galagata in 2000 won multiple awards, soaring to the top of the charts on local radio. The album won the Best Kwaito Music Album, while the title song track won the Song of the Year category. Hasina Gori, SABC News, Johannesburg.
For more on this story, we now cross to our reporter Lopang Alamu, who is at the residence in Soweto. Thank you very much for joining us, Lopang. What's the latest on your side?
Thank you so much, Tabile. Well, the latest, the fact that more celebrities and more musicians continue to come here to the late star's home in Pimville in Soweto to come and pay the last condolences and wish their friend farewell. We've seen a lot of musicians coming through to pay their condolences. Briggs Mabrigado. We earlier spoke to Dr. Beleza, and with me now, I've got Kwaito, legend in the industry. Eugene, thank you so much for your loss to the South African musician fraternity.
What a sad day, let me say. So what a sad day for us. It's a sad day to the entire South Africa. This is one person that was able to bring two nations. I often say the two nations, which is the white nation and the black nation, together to dance to a kwaito song, a genre that has been looked down upon, genre of gangsters not understanding what it meant to us coming from Soweto. And what a good way of ending the journey with something that you so much loved. As he said to me last week when I was speaking to him, he said, Malome, I just want to have more shows and more shows so that I can get on stage and perform, which is something that I love most, and it will keep me going in this situation that I'm in. I'm not interested in hearing what people are saying about my life, and no one determines the end of my time. Only God knows that. And here we are, having said thank you to the SABC Thank You Concert. Indeed, it was not just us saying thank you, but yes, SABC has given an opportunity to Mandoza to do what he wanted to do in his last days, a performance, which was the last performance. Thank you.
I mean, what for you strikes you as the biggest contribution that the late Mandoza has done for South Africa, rather?
As I say, that his song brought two nations together. That's the first thing. As a nation post-1994, we have been struggling with the issue of identity. And social cohesion normally happens when there's music and two nations or three nations, they come together. It's a powerful thing. Music brings people together. In our genre, I'm saying before Mandoza's song Galagata and after Galagata, there hasn't been any artist who has brought two nations together except, especially in our genre. But beyond, he gave our genre some decency because we were seen as hooligans, as gangsters in this genre. And yet, look at us. Look where we are today. We have shown beyond any reasonable doubt that this music was just a music that defined us as township boys. Coming from Soweto, you would know that coming from Zola, the music will be very aggressive because it is the nature of, or rather the environment, those people like Mandoza and others who come from Zola would express themselves very aggressively. You go to Diplof, the Kabelos, it's the Model C type of kwaito. The TKZ, you come to Middlelands, where I come from, the Trumpist music, it's a music of Amapanzola. Yeah, so I think he has contributed a lot to that. But mostly also, I think for those who are coming from jail and thinking that it is the end of our journey when we go to prison, he came from prison and became a superstar, a megastar, not even a superstar.
Yeah, definitely. Eugene, thank you so much for your time. That was Eugene Mthethwa, legendary kwaito musician, who expressed his sadness at, one of the greatest losses in the South African music fraternity. Well, social media has also been going abuzz, as to the news of the late kwaito star. We've got Jaco Kleinsmith saying he's shocked he did not know Mandoza was ill. At some point, we all jammed to his music. And CYC at WYU, my earlier romantic relationships were established through Mandoza's music. The South African fraternity is definitely shocked and sad at the loss of this great musician, but we'll definitely keep you updated. But for now, it's back to you in studio, Tabile.
Thank you very much. That was our reporter Lopang Alamu joining us from Mandoza's family home in Soweto, speaking there to Trompi's musician Eugene Mthethwa on just some of the things that Mandoza had said before his passing and how legendary he was.